Good morning. It's the 3rd of May, 2026, and I'm Reg Knight. It's been a tough week for those that love democracy and voting rights for every American as the Supreme Court struck down, gutted voting rights legislations that had provided safeguards and protections for all Americans to be able to cast their votes in elections. It will be a challenge going forward, but I believe that as Americans, we're going to do what we always do. We're going to suck it up, we're going to examine the problem, and we're going to find a way to move forward. But what's really telling about this is that you see a lot of similarities between the Egyptians and Pharaoh of old and the Israelites. You see, the Hebrews had lived in Egypt for over 400 years, just like black people, just over 400 years. And the Pharaoh that was in charge at the time had forgot about that because he was ignorant of history. And who does that sound like? So he became afraid when he saw how industrious these guys were, coming up with ways to make bricks and build those monuments that the Egyptians still get billions of dollars a year in tourism. So he figured out he had to do something to put a kibosh on that. So he came up with all this oppression stuff to keep them down, pacified. But it didn't work. Every time that they would do something against this group of people, not only would they rise to the occasion, they would actually exceed what they were doing before, which is what's happening right now here in America. I think the primary fear of those in charge is that they believe that if people like me took power, complete power, that we would do the exact same thing to them that they've done to us since we arrived on these shores in 1620. But if you look at the history, you see the exact opposite. The reason why your children have decent health care, or at least did, it was because Democrats forwarded the idea. The reason why you old people, racist or not, have Social Security and Medicare is because of FDR, who was not a social champion by any stretch of the imagination, but he had a heart. He drove through rural Georgia on his way to Warm Springs, and he stopped and he talked to farmers. And he had no idea the plight that they deal with on a daily basis. And this was before he became president. So when he became president, he remembered those conversations and he did something about it. But you see, the modern day Pharaoh, Trump, he doesn't read. He didn't know anything about what people are going through. He made a statement yesterday about affordability being, BS argument, but that's not how he said it. But I still believe in my heart of hearts, regardless of what these people do, we have a gift that the Creator has placed in us, not just to endure hard times, but to fight through it and rise over the top of it. And we're going to do this again and again and again, as many times as necessary until they get the point that it's a lot of energy wasted trying to fight us when you could do better with working with us. Some people will never get it, but most people will finally get that. It's the 3rd of May, 2026, and I'm Reg Knight. Have a great Sunday.